always number one.
Absolutely.
How you
One
doing?
with no life.
Right? Oh, I so appreciate your spirit.
After everything I've been through, you have to have some kind of spirit.
Well, maybe one day we need to talk about that. Maybe you could give us a topic.
Yeah. Yeah. Never
No?
trust a man. That's the best one I could give you.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you know, Jesus was a man.
yeah, I know he was, but he the best one though. He the best one.
Say never trust a man.
No.
Oh, that's wrong. Boy, we have gotten a bad rap in your world.
I ain't saying all of them now. I'm just saying the one I had.
No, you said never trust a man.
That's right.
No, you
The
should say
one
never.
I had. I need to post this picture. That's what I need to do.
You should have said
Tell
never.
everybody don't never go toward this man right here.
You should have said never trust that man, but not.
Well, never trust that man then.
All right.
Because I trust Jesus.
That's better. That's better.
I never trust that man.
Right. Well, but hey, I got to tell you.
Them lying eyes and them devilish looks.
I got to tell you though, Anita, you picked him.
Now, actually, he picked me.
Well, you didn't have
pick
to.
him.
Yeah, but you didn't have to accept.
Well,
now see,
I didn't.
Now, see, that's a topic. Now that.
No, I didn't. I didn't have to pick him. But when you go to your mom and ask your mom a certain question, you'll know. And I'm like, oh Lord, I shouldn't have listened to that woman.
So never trust your mama either, huh?
No, I can't say that now. My mama dead and gone.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but no, I didn't mean to insult you.
I can't say that.
Right.
But yeah, I should have just went on.
No.
But I got three amazing sons out of it though.
Okay,
three amazing sons.
Right. And praise God for that. And hopefully you didn't raise them like that man.
Oh no, they totally the opposite.
Okay, all right. So I gotta ask, dang, what was I gonna ask? That's my church calling. Is it 7? Oh, it is 7.
Yes, it is.
Where's everybody?
I don't know.
That's unusual. Now William did say he was gonna be a few minutes late. And then Kelly said she was not gonna be able to make it tonight. But
what else is going on?
And you didn't have any trouble logging in or anything, huh? Oh well, I guess me and you just keep talking. But you know what? No, seriously. But you do bring up a good topic, I think, for future. There's somebody else. Sister Merlene is coming.
Oh, of course, Sister Merlene coming.
Yeah. I gotta wait to get her greeting. Hey, Sister Merlene.
Hello, Brother Bradley.
Hello, Sister Merlene.
Hello, Anita. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. How y'all
I guess I'm gonna
doing?
have to call you.
That's fine.
Oh, okay then. I thought maybe you went in hiding.
Oh no. No, I've been in therapy, so I've been doing it 2 days a week.
Oh, okay.
She's been behaving.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Alicia.
Hey, Alicia. William is gonna be late tonight, so I just made you co-host.
What? No.
I know. I'm scraping the barrel, but hey, what can I say?
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Okay, we ain't got nobody.
Ooh, that's cold. That is so
Remember, there's a
cold.
delay. So
What's that?
just remember there's a delay when people are trying to get in because I hit form to join. So keep that in mind.
Oh, okay, good, good. All right. I didn't know you were doing that
Oh,
already.
yeah. Mhm.
You're a good co-host. I'm gonna fire William.
William.
Hey, hey, Tanja.
Oh. No, this is what I have to do for movie night. So I get my mom to help me out with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Tanja. You
Yeah.
gonna talk to me? Hey, hey, Yolanda. Yolanda, y'all see Yolanda up there?
Hey y'all,
Hey.
I'm sorry, I'm just coming from my grandson's ball game. I'm
Yeah.
rugged
No,
looking.
you were up there waving like you were Miss America or something. I don't know.
But in my eyes, I am.
There you go.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Yeah.
Hello,
That's
Krisha.
what matters, right?
That's it.
Hello.
How you doing, Krisha? Boy, as soon as she say hello, she put it on mute. Krisha ain't trying to talk tonight. Y'all got on late tonight, boy. I don't know what was going on tonight. You know, y'all made me have to put up with Anita for 10 minutes.
Ah.
What did you give him a hard time, Anita?
Oh no, ma'am.
Oh,
no,
yes, she did.
ma'am.
Yes, she did.
Oh no, ma'am.
Yeah,
Alicia, you know that wasn't me.
Now let me tell y'all now, and y'all see that word behind me? Not the lies part, the truth. Let me tell you the truth.
I don't
This
see
woman-
that up there.
This woman says
What?
you can't trust no man. That's what she learned. You can't trust no man.
No, that ain't how the question went. Nah.
How did the question go?
Hey, you know that ain't how it go.
How did it go?
You talking about I need a topic. I said don't trust no man. That's what I said. Say it
Okay.
right now.
All right. See?
I didn't say don't trust no man. I said don't trust the man. That's what I said.
Either way. Either way.
Either way, I didn't say no man. I said don't trust the man.
You said don't trust a man, so
Exactly.
how they gonna get it? How are they going to get into a relationship and get married if they don't trust a man?
Well, maybe
What are you suggesting, Anita?
I'm suggesting don't trust them. Ask Jesus first now.
Anyway, y'all. So no, she was talking about her ex, and she was saying she need to post his picture so no woman will get involved with him. I did remind her, though, y'all. I did remind her that she chose him.
No, not actually.
She said, no, he chose her. I said, well, but you didn't have to give in. So
No, I didn't.
she said, but she listened to her mama, and her mama told her, follow your heart or something. I don't know. I'm just talking. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started because I need to leave right at 8 o'clock because I gotta tell y'all something really exciting. I fired my web hosting company.
Wow.
Oh yeah, just fired them because look, every year they've been going up on me, right? But it's been a few dollars here and there. But this year they were going up $70.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I tried to call somebody to say, tell me, what y'all done that I'm paying an extra $70.
Right.
And one, y'all, you can't talk to anybody. It's chat only. That was the first problem. That was the first problem.
Oh.
And so they never could. They said something about in order to be able to maintain the maintenance that we're doing and all that. I said, okay, yeah. So anyway, I fired them. I'm with a new hosting company now. And I am working on my website. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Ooh, it's looking good. I just added a homepage today, y'all, that's gonna blow y'all's well, I better keep it clean. Blow y'all's stockings off. Anyway, wait. You know what's really interesting? Black women ain't wearing stockings no more. They doing like the white women. They start shaving their legs so they don't have to wear. Y'all go, girls. Anyway,
Where
thought
that come from? That's all out the blue.
I know it's just all out the blue. Anyway, hey, but I'm crazy like that. Okay, so y'all, for the last couple. Oh, by the way, I gotta say, can I just give a shout out? I ain't gonna call no names, but I got a nice card in the mail today, and it was just a thank you card for bringing the truth on this call. Y'all, I gotta tell you, that made my whole month. I mean, well, not my whole month, because this ain't but 6 days into this month. It made my whole year. It made doing this on Thursday nights worth it. And that individual even added in a little bit of something just to say thank you. So God bless you. You know who you are. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for appreciating truth. Y'all, isn't it interesting? That's what we're talking about. I mean, just powerful. So anyway, y'all, we've been talking about communication. And we came to the point of saying, be careful how you hear and how you say. We ran into a situation where I said something on this call about the topic that we were talking about, and the individual who gave us the topic was a bit offended. And so that's where the be careful how you say. And I told you all, she sent me an email, which was just beautiful. She sent me an email letting me know that I had offended her. And I went back and apologized to her, because I had no way of knowing, that was offensive. In fact, if you listen back at the video, it doesn't even seem like I had offended her. If you listen back at the call we did that week. But she emailed me, and I apologized. But in that conversation, y'all, it was also discovered that you have to be careful how you hear. You have to be careful how you hear. Our upbringing, our childhood, our experiences, recent relationship issues, and all of that can cloud our hearing to the point to where we assume some stuff. Y'all, oh my gosh. We're counseling with a couple right now. And I gave them this exercise, and I said, and they're not even married yet. I said, in this exercise, I want you all to list the things that you all see as potential problems in y'all's marriage moving forward. And so they both wrote some stuff out, and she wrote something. And the assignment was for them to go back and see if they could come up with a solution for this issue, for each of those issues. So they came back, and she wanted to go over her list. And so we went over her first one. That's, by the way, we only got to one. Anyway, we only got to one. That first one that she had on the list. And I said, hold it. Before you all tell me what your solution was, I asked the male what he understood her to say. And he said, well, I assume ... I said, oh, before I asked him that, I asked her to write down what she meant on a piece of paper. This was via Zoom. So they were in separate places. No, I take that back. In this meeting, they were together. So she wrote it down on a pad that she had. She wrote it down on the pad, what she meant. I asked him to tell me what he heard her to say, what he said, and then I had her to flip around and show in the camera what she meant. And it was different. See, y'all, assuming, y'all know what people say about assuming. You know what assuming does?
Yo.
Go on, tell us, Alicia. Go on, tell us, Alicia.
I'm good.
Yolanda, no, look, she's smiling. Yolanda, stop looking at the camera and look at the road you driving and stuff. William, you too. William looking out the window. He must saw a
I
good
was
looking
at the
woman.
lot.
Yolanda, tell me what assuming does. Uh-oh, did she freeze up?
It looks like she froze.
She
I know
froze up.
earlier she was on twice. Oh, she's
Okay,
back.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Tell me what assuming does. You heard the old saying. Well, let me tell you. Assuming
Um,
makes an ass out of you and me. ASSUME. Anyway, and true, y'all. So anyway, that's the whole premise behind that subtitle. Be careful how you hear and how you say, because that can create some issues. So I even found a passage of scripture. Luke 8:18 says, take heed, therefore, how you hear. You got to be careful how you hear. Again, all of our experiences go into how we interpret, how we perceive, what we hear. Okay, so we have to be careful. So, did y'all see the email that I sent out? I love this graphic, boy. I love this graphic. Oh man, that's powerful. Truth, lies. You see lies mixed in the letters of truth. That's strong right there. That's strong right there. Okay, if y'all don't like it, I'm gonna still give myself a pat on the back. So here's the email that I sent. You can't handle the truth. Oh, darn, I forgot to have that that video. Y'all remember when Tom Cruise and what's his name was on that movie and he said, you can't handle the truth. Y'all remember that? Anyway, I was supposed to have that queued up. Who was that, Tadja? You remember?
Yes, indeed. Some old guy. I can't remember his name.
Jack Nicholson.
Denise, you know.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, anyway. Maybe I'll play it next week. So anyway, here's the deal. The truth shall make you free. Then why do we not want it? If it is true that the truth shall make you free, why is it that we can't handle the truth? How is it that I can tell you a lie and we can be friends or maybe even closer friends? On the other hand, if I tell you the truth, we become enemies. Wow, this is so twisted. Let's see if we can untwist it tonight. Y'all tell me what y'all's reaction to the email was or is.
I think it's easier to give truth than get truth.
Oh my gosh, Alicia, that's powerful. You think it's easier to give truth than to get truth?
I think as a society, I think that's how we are as people.
Wow. Ooh, that's strong right there. I know somebody gonna pull on that. That's strong right there. Chris, good to see you. Denise, good to see you join us. So y'all talk to me. Unmute, talk to me.
Well, I was just gonna say that it just shows how clever you are. I mean, it's good that we're talking about it and it's true, but you put things together well. That's all I was gonna say.
Well, I appreciate that.
And
Y'all. And what else, Sister Marlene?
you're telling the truth and making good points.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all, this is strong right here because I know some folks who lie to each other and they get along fabulously. But the minute somebody tells them the truth, like for instance, last week when I was talking about, and y'all, let me make sure I say this again. I am not a homophobe. I am bound to teach what the Word of God teaches. I am not against gays and homosexuals personally. But from a religious standpoint, God has said this is an abomination. And so I have to take his position. Okay, so I'm not a homophobe, but when we started talking about that friendship, and I said some things, it's like, boy, you'd have thought I don't know. And y'all, are we afraid to tell the truth? You know, I don't know.
I think it depends on if there's a relationship established. So
Oh,
depending on the situation, I mean, certain things you wouldn't say to somebody that you don't have a certain relationship with.
you are absolutely right. And that's what I said a couple of weeks ago. When I said what I said and it offended Kelly, if I had known Kelly the way I knew her after we had the talk or during the talk that we had about why that offended her, there's no way I would have said it the way I said it. I probably would have still said it, but I would have said it differently. But you're right, Alicia. The relationship has to be there. Okay, but what if we don't have a relationship, but you see me doing something that's detrimental? I'm not talking about, let's get the
Oh,
whole going to hell stuff out of the way. We're
I
not
would
even
pull
talking
the
about that.
person to the side and just tell them, what is. And, I'm just saying, telling the person, because I care about you, I see this XYZ, this is not going to be beneficial for you. I just had to let you know. And then, I mean, what they do with that information is on them. And I think that's where the truth sets you free. I don't know if to me, I think it's more so from the giver, because if you notice, most people, once they give the truth, they are free. They're no longer bound by that thing eating them up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the person that receives it, it's almost like that transference. So
Right,
now you basically giving them the thing that was eating you up, and now they have to chew on that.
girl. I know I made you co-host for some reason tonight. William, you need to take notes. William, you need to take notes. This girl is co-hosting.
So I don't jump in and speak up when I have something to say.
Oh, William, dude. Boy, did y'all see the
Get 'em,
nails come
William,
out,
get 'em.
boy? Hey, William, you shall know the truth.
And the
No,
truth will make
no,
you
no.
free.
Yeah, right. No, but Alicia, girl, that's powerful right there. You are absolutely right. There is a transference to the point to where now the individual that has the truth, see, you had it, but you were holding on to it and it was just eating you up. But then the minute you give it to somebody else, now you no longer have it. Now they have it. And now they got to deal with it. That's strong right there. That is so strong. Now, Alicia, you said if you don't have a relationship, you go to them and tell them in private or whatever. Well, let me tell you, it's amazing how things work. In my role as security officer at 7-Eleven Corporate, one of my current task, is to make sure that everybody in the building, when they are in public areas, they have their mask on and up above their nose. Well, this young lady, and the other thing is, employees, anybody with a badge that's been issued a badge, they are no longer allowed to park in the visitor lot. So I had told this young lady that she needed to move her vehicle. Well, she was in a huff about that. So, but she moved the vehicle because I'm security. I'm the man. There's a new sheriff in town. That's all I'm saying, right? Okay. So she moved the vehicle, and this was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Well, and I'd already been telling people put their mask up and all that kind of stuff. And there were some people in the lobby. I leave from my desk. I go over to her, not out loud like I could have, and I tell her, Alicia, we require that everybody has their mask up even over their nose. I could tell the way she looked at me. She could not handle the truth. and y'all, let me tell you how God works. Ooh, a sister that goes to Cliffview Church of Christ works upstairs. She came to me today and she says, I just want to tell you that I overheard a young lady telling another young lady upstairs that you were mean to her about her mask. And I said, let me tell you who it was. I already knew who it was. But see, you got to be careful who you talk to and how loud you talk, because others are hearing. She doesn't even know that I know what she was saying. Lord have mercy. So see, y'all. So Alicia, your theory is good. Your strategy is great. That is, if you don't have a relationship, go to them privately. Even when you do,
Yeah.
it still might not go well. But,
right. You have no control over how they respond to the truth.
Say that again. Boy, this girl is on it tonight. We have no control over how they hear. Did y'all see how that title back there fits in? Be careful how you hear. Some folks, most folks, can't handle the truth. Somebody else talk so I can take a sip of water. Take a longer sip so y'all talk. Go ahead, Tangi.
Well, I guess what I have found so often is people will, in my situation, people are so nice to me that they don't tell me what they're thinking, whether, I don't know if they're trying to spare my feelings or if they don't really believe what they're surmising or whatever like that. Because you don't want to be hurtful when you tell them the truth. So, we do tend to let people be who they are and try to be as gentle as we can when we point out something that might help them improve their own situation.
Ooh, that's deep right there. That's deep right there. We try to be as gentle as we can. Sometimes, though, Tanja, would you say that we are so gentle they don't get the message? You know what I'm saying?
I think they already know. But they've made a decision that they're going to stay where they are. They're already entrenched. And so they've decided they're going to stay where they are.
Well, yeah. And in fact, that's what Alicia was saying last week about her friend. That's exactly right. That's the same situation. She has decided. I'm sorry?
Yeah, she knows she's wrong, but that's the decision. We both raised up in the same church.
Right.
She knows the word. Her mom was heavily in the word. So I know it was in her household, but she decided to go astray.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I've counseled a lot of people, and I'm not making any excuse for anybody, but I have counseled some people, of a lot of people who have changed their lifestyle because they were sexually abused or molested as children. And that creates confusion. Or in the case of a female, if a male molested them, they can no longer trust men. Okay, I'm just telling you what I have experienced counseling some folks. So they can no longer trust men. But we have this need for love and affection. And because we have this need for love and affection, and because it's so satisfying, they have chosen to pursue that love and affection with someone they can trust. They can't trust men, so what are they to do? Again, I'm not making an excuse for them. I'm telling you what I have experienced in my counseling. So that's some of the reason.
And with her, there was abuse. I don't know if it was sexual, but I do know that there was physical abuse in the home.
Okay. All right. And it doesn't have to be molestation. It doesn't have to be sex. Like you said, there was abuse. And if she saw her mother being abused by a male, then notice I didn't say notice I didn't say a man. Did y'all hear me?
Mhm.
I picked that word carefully. And I would even venture to say he ain't much of a male. But just so y'all know what I'm referencing, I didn't say man because there is not a single man who has ever put his hands on a woman to abuse her. No, we're not having technical difficulties. No, I didn't freeze. I paused so y'all could hear what I said. There is not a single man who has ever put his hands on a woman to abuse her. Boy, where is my rat? Doggone it. Tanja, you got your light on. What you got to say?
Well, you're absolutely right. You know, people, we like to say that just because you're old doesn't mean you're wise.
Mm.
And so people get old without ever gaining the wisdom that they need to perform their right duties as husbands and fathers and brothers, and all that stuff, you know.
Yep. It's so true. My Lord. I know Richard Pryor said you don't get old being no fool, but I know some old fools. Y'all know some old fools?
Yep.
Lord have mercy. And you know what? Honestly, there ain't no fool like an old fool. I just gotta say that. There is just no fool like an old fool. You would think, to Tanger's point, that they would eventually get it, but they don't. Y'all talk to me. Hello? Boy, y'all
if
been
they're
quiet.
not taught any wisdom, and if they don't pursue any wisdom, then where is it going to come from?
Now, isn't it interesting, Tanja, you use the phrase, if they don't pursue wisdom, because the proverb writer actually says that we need to go after wisdom. So you're absolutely right. But you know, if they're not raised in an environment, how are they gonna know? They don't even know what wisdom is. And actually, wisdom is applied knowledge, right? So you got to get knowledge first before you can apply it to show that you have wisdom. But y'all, it's just interesting that this transference that Alicia mentioned is really strong and powerful. So we are holding this truth in, and y'all, I mentioned we sometimes go too light when we are giving the truth, and you'll know you've gone too light when they say, "Oh, girl, you need to stop playing." That's when you know you went too light. They think you're playing. You need to just tell it like it is. Now watch this. See, when we do have a relationship, as was mentioned, which is needed when we are going to tell somebody the truth, when we go, we have to decide, am I going because I like this person, or am I going because I love this person? Oh, that's strong right there. Somebody tell me how you heard what I just said. Because this is deep right here. Y'all better get your snorkels or your.
Are you going to be malicious in your delivery? Or is there going to be love behind what you say to them in that truth?
Ooh, okay. That's different from where I was going, but that's.
Oh, okay.
No. But oh my gosh, I'm glad you said that. See, that's what I love about this woman right here, y'all. She pretty sharp. I know y'all are surprised, but she is pretty sharp.
Stop. I'm going to get you.
Look, even Sister Merlene smiled on that. Y'all see Sister Merlene smiling? Anyway, y'all, are you going to be malicious, or are you going to give it with love? That's different from where I was going. Let me tell you where I was going. And Lord have mercy, Alicia, we're coming back to that. And please, with this great stuff right here, I might forget. So bring me back. Okay, but where I was going, y'all, is see, if you just like somebody and you want them to like you,
Yeah.
there's a real good chance you ain't gonna tell them the truth. Oh, mm, mm, mm. But if you love somebody, you will tell them what they need to do to have the best life.
Yep.
That's where I was going, Alicia. That's where I was going. Because sometimes because we like somebody and we want them to like us, we won't tell them the truth. Tangent, your light lit up. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to write down what you just said, brother. Say it again. Say it again.
I done forgot already.
No.
No. So what I
write it down.
So what I said was, see, if we just like somebody and there's a chance we want them to like us, so there's a real good chance we won't tell them the truth. But if we truly love them, we will tell them what they need to do to have the best life. That's if we love them. That's if we love them. I mean,
And you
go
know
ahead,
what?
Alicia.
When you said that, it made me think too. If we're basically giving them a false truth, then we're then not being honest and truthful to ourselves. Because now we're doing something that's then going to hinder the truth within ourselves to keep this person around.
She just keep bringing it tonight, boy. Look, I'm gonna turn this over. This is the Alicia show tonight. Yeah. Now say that again, Alicia. I know you ain't like me. You ain't gonna forget. Say that again, because that's good.
No, basically, if we withhold the truth or give bits and pieces of that truth, we're then not being truthful to ourselves.
Right.
And if we're loving them, we're not loving ourselves at that moment. If we're not even being truthful in
Okay,
our
but
delivery to them.
yeah,
To
but
me,
Alicia,
that's the way I look at it.
yeah. But you use a word. You were doing real good till you use this word. But if we're loving them, are we loving them if we're not doing all?
No. That's what I'm saying. There is no love in it if we're given a half truth.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no love in that. And then there's no love for us either. Because now I'm telling a lie to that person and then also to myself because I have not released that truth. So now we're both bound by this lie.
Ooh, y'all, somebody gotta be, y'all may be quiet. Y'all may be so quiet because y'all are in this situation. Maybe that's what it is. This is some deep stuff and y'all not saying nothing? Creature, come on, girlfriend. Creature, y'all noticed Creature been getting on, she ain't been saying nothing. Come on, Creature, I'm getting offended you ain't talking. She say, shut up. And she still ain't unmuted. Lord have mercy.
Busy.
She might be busy. Is this just a me and Alicia show tonight? And Tangent, I'm sorry, Tangent been chiming in. I'm sorry, Tangent.
Y'all doing pretty well tonight. Keep going.
Y'all see Tangent's light
I'm
when I
grateful
say
for
it's
God.
just a me and Alicia. Go ahead, Tangent.
I am grateful. I'm grateful for long suffering. I'm grateful I learned to know, to understand what the Bible means when it says long suffering. You know, that's a pretty serious fruit of the Spirit because we do end up enduring the person's shortcomings like we know God endures ours. So we wait around for them to get better.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So, but you're not dismissing the fact that we have a responsibility to go and tell them. You're just saying after we told them, now we have to go into what Alicia is experiencing with her friend, and that is long suffering.
Yes.
Good. Oh, that's good right there too. Boy, the women are handling this call tonight, men. y'all Y'all see both of them smile. Did y'all see them?
See, they might be doing it out of rebellion, not speaking.
Boy, they both smile when I said that.
Like, we're gonna use reverse psychology. Like, okay.
Yeah. Like this dude said on one call, he was doing a lot of talking, and I ribbed him for doing a lot of talking. And then it
Well,
got
you look like you
quiet.
got to say something.
It got quiet, and nobody was saying that. He said, "Now you miss me, don't you, Brother Brad?"
See, there William is. He ready?
Now, I was gonna say there's no point in being redundant.
No point in being, yeah, because what's being said is powerful stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, boy, look here. Okay, y'all. But so this love piece, my Lord. You know what's, what time is it? Shoot, this is a good discussion. Oh, good. 7:38. We still got 20 minutes. What's really powerful, y'all, and what's confusing at the same time is we've all heard the saying, the truth hurts. Isn't it interesting? Part of the reason we sometimes don't tell somebody the truth is because we know it's going to hurt them. And that goes against what our definition of love is. Boy, look, we're doing some philosophizing tonight.
You know what that makes me think of? Back in the day when my mom's mom would whoop me. And after she would whoop me, she'd always tell me, I did it because I loved you.
Mm.
And I used to be like, you just beat me. How do you love me?
You didn't
But
get,
looking at it now, I understand it. She did whoop me because she loved me, to stop me from doing things that would potentially get me in trouble.
yeah, she didn't whoop you enough, but
My daddy used to say the same thing. He used to say it, you'll appreciate me later.
Yeah.
you know, Yolanda, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'll cut you off.
Thank you very much. No, just kidding.
Everybody wants to be a comedian.
But now I see, what he meant. When we were growing up, it would make us mad, or but look what it brought us out to be good people.
Man,
And
look,
he told me, he said, you'll appreciate it later.
every time I think about folks that are in jail or in prison or in the grave, I appreciate my parents even more for the whoopings I got. I didn't say whippings, I said whoopings.
Mhm.
Seriously, y'all. Every time I think about and see people at the job having to leave the building to go to the only spot on the premises to smoke, I don't care what the weather is, they got to go out. I so appreciate the fact. And my parents smoked, y'all. My dad smoked cigars. My mother smoked cigarettes till she was 93 and she quit. But they told us, we don't have a problem if you smoke. We just want you to buy your own cigarettes because folks are doing all kinds of stuff to these cigarettes. Okay. But my point is this, y'all. Every whooping I got, and y'all, I've done prison ministry. I'm a police chaplain. And y'all, let me tell you, when I see what people are capable of, I thank God for every whooping I got.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it, y'all, because they loved us. Not because they wanted to see us cry. If that's all they wanted to do, all they had to do was hold back something from us. But no, they beat us. They whooped us. And I thank God for every whooping I got. Seriously.
I do too.
I mean, I could have been, I had friends right across the street from us that were doing marijuana. Now, I mean, I went to school with the boy. I could have been doing marijuana. No. because I had parents that loved us. But see, y'all didn't even comment on that idea of love and hurt. And so we don't say anything because it's going to hurt them, and that goes against the whole love theme. Y'all didn't say nothing about that. Y'all already, okay. So you all would rather them hurt themselves.
I don't believe that.
No.
Because when we don't say anything, they are headed for hurt.
Yeah.
Woo, this is deep, right? God, I didn't know this was gonna go this deep tonight. This is deep right here. Chris, come on, talk to me.
Well, let me give a practical situation. You have a friend and they divorce and want to get married again, but she confessed that the husband put her away, but it wasn't for fornication.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to give them the truth, but at the same time, you know that the reason that Jesus gave is one reason, and the person is thinking that's a cruel that that you know they don't have a way to remarry and to fulfill their needs. And according to what the scripture teaches, they don't have ground. So, you know, sometimes you in a hard situation where, hey, you don't have nothing, no answer but what the Bible says, and it may hurt.
Okay, and so Chris, to that, and I've asked people this in sermons or workshops, when would you rather hurt? Y'all get my point? Would you rather hurt over here or hurt in eternity?
Good
Over
question.
here in this life.
What was that?
I said
In
definitely.
this life.
I'd rather hurt over here. Because y'all, eternity, y'all know how long eternity is? So hurt me now, y'all. If y'all see me doing something wrong, hurt me now. Tell me the truth. I'll get over. I'm a big boy. I'll eventually get over it. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe I just don't care. And like we said, there is no way of knowing how someone is going to accept the truth. Y'all know Jesus. Do y'all know the challenges that Jesus had telling people the truth?
It cost him his life.
Cost him his life. And we're worried about a friendship. Y'all know that song? You never mention him to me? Ooh. Some people like, well, I'm glad we don't sing that no more in church.
Yeah, they stopped singing a lot of good songs.
I know, right?
That people was going. The spirit needs to prick them a little bit.
Thank you. You never mention him to me. Shoot. Ouch. Lord have mercy.
Brother, I had a experience when I was a young man. I had went out with a sister, and we had been talking, and so it was a Sunday night after church services, and we out on the lakefront, in New Orleans. And so we on our way back home. And for some reason, she had just asked me to tell her about herself.
Hmm.
And I strayed away from it, but she kept on pushing. And I just, after a few times, I just gave her the hardcore, plain truth. She kept at it. And she got angry and told me to let her out the car.
Whoa.
No, this is not an area you should be out, walking at. And I said, I'm not gonna let you out here. And so while the car moving, she opens the door and begin to get out while the car was moving. And I stopped. And but going back to the point about being able to handle the truth, some people say they want the truth and want you to tell them the plain truth, but then they really can't take it. But I learned a lesson then that everyone that asks you for a plain, don't really want it. And I learned to be more wiser after that particular point.
Wow. Wow. Chris, you made me think about that old saying, be careful what you ask for, you might get it. Wow. Yeah, y'all, this has been deep. This has been so deep. So John 8:32 is where Jesus said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Y'all quoted right, okay? Not set you free, it's make you free. I mentioned this last week too, Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Sister Marlene, that's where I got the idea about we can be friends and I can tell you a lie and we can become even closer friends. But I tell you the truth and we gonna part company.
But then are y'all really friends?
Well, now there you go, Alicia.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm saying that's where we need to be circling around right there. Are we really friends then?
Yeah, because if the friendship ends because I told you the truth, we never were friends. I was your friend, but you were not my friend.
Well, no, we were friends, but we were just living a lie. We thought we had something. My Lord. Remember I said, y'all, a couple of weeks ago or whatever, Tanja said I was preaching then when I said, if you're afraid in a relationship that if you tell how you really feel, it's going to create problems in your relationship, you already got problems in your relationship. Y'all remember that? Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Go ahead, Tanja.
No, I was just amen again. Amen again.
It's still truth, ain't it, Tanja? I don't care how many weeks pass, it's still the truth. Wow. So y'all, I mentioned this last time also. In 1 Corinthians chapter 5, Paul told those people, shame on y'all for not saying anything to this young man who was sleeping with his father's wife. Shame on y'all. He said, instead of y'all being upset, y'all are puffed up. He made them angry. But in the second letter that he writes to them, so actually it's probably the third, but at any rate, because in 1 Corinthians, y'all remember him saying, now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me. Oh, anyway. So in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 1-11, he says, but I determined this with myself, that I would not come again to you in heaviness. For if I make you sorry, who is he then that maketh me glad? But the same which is made sorry by me. I know that's confusing. King James language is really kind of interesting. He says, And I wrote this same unto you, lest when I came, I should have sorrow from them of whom I ought to rejoice, having confidence in you all that my joy is the joy of you all. For out of much affliction and anguish of heart, I wrote unto you with many tears, not that ye should be grieved, but that ye might know the love which I have more abundantly unto you. Y'all, I did this out of love.
Mhm.
But if any have caused grief, he hath not grieved me, but in part, that I may not overcharge you all. Sufficient to such a man is this punishment, which was inflicted of many, so that contrariwise ye ought rather to forgive him and comfort him, lest perhaps such a one should be swallowed up with overmuch sorrow. Wherefore, I beseech you that ye would confirm your love toward him. For to this end also did I write, that I might know the proof of you, whether ye be obedient in all things. To whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything, to whom I forgave it, for your sakes forgave I it in the person of Christ, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. This was Paul's talking to them about that young man who was sleeping with his father's wife. He made them angry that he told them that they should get rid of him, kick him out. But obviously it worked because he came back. And now that he's come back, Paul is telling them they need to forgive him. Did y'all hear love in there a couple of times? My Lord, yes. My Lord, yes. See, people who want to have fellowship with us, if they understand that their lifestyle is going to keep them from having fellowship with us, they have a decision to make. If they want the fellowship, they'll have to change their behavior. If the fellowship is that important to them, they will change their behavior. Simple as that. But did you notice that Paul talks about their responsibility to him, not to Paul, to the young man who was sleeping with his father's wife? They had a responsibility to him, y'all.
Mhm.
Just waiting for a response. 5 minutes. And I'm so okay with silence. Go ahead, William.
I got sometimes I think it's easy for us to let selfishness creep in, because when we are faced with that decision of, do I say something to this person or not, we look at how it makes us feel, or how their response will make us feel, or how will we feel by knowing that we've said something to disappoint this other person or that upset them. So we look at it from a selfish standpoint. Well, I think we can look at it from a selfish standpoint, which is a whole nother problem in itself.
Y'all, that's deep right there too, William. Oh, dude, that's good. Yeah. It's all about us. And by the way, William, you know that training that 60% of our thought is on us, another 30%, another 30% is on relationships, but how they affect us. So basically, 90% of our thought is on us, is about us. I think that's kind of what you're speaking to right there. Wow. So so William, what you just described, we are more concerned about us.
I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying that it's across the board and that it goes for everybody, every situation.
Right.
It's easy for that to creep in.
Yeah. And when it does, William, we are more concerned about us than we are about the other person.
Yep.
That's good, boy. I might keep you as my nephew. You might get your co-host spot back next week.
Had to handle some business today. That's why I was a little late.
Yeah. Hey, gotta handle your business. But y'all, did y'all know this was gonna go this deep? My Lord, I didn't know it. That's all I got too, y'all, right there. Ooh, that's perfect. Boy, look at her. Boy, I'm getting better. Go
Now,
ahead, Alicia.
Jay, I was going to say, it made me think on the other end. We talked about how we release that truth and now we're free. But what happens when we receive that truth?
That's a whole nother call for next week.
But it made me think of what was it? I believe it's Proverbs 12 and 15. I think that's it, where it talks about, a fool is the one that won't take the advice. So if I'm telling you a truth because I care about you, and then you refuse to hear it, well, you're hurting yourself even more. So by you not looking at it from, that I would never do anything to harm you, but yet you take it a whole nother way. Now you've lost your ally in your spiritual battle now.
Yeah, so Proverbs 12:15 says this is King James, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Have y'all ever read Proverbs and every reference they make to a fool? Ooh, it's some strong stuff in there.
Yeah.
What was that, Tan?
No, it definitely is, and it talks about pride going before the fall. So, a lot of times that foolishness is bound up with pride and I love where it says the Lord chastens those he loves. So you're going to have a consequence regardless. You don't know when it's going to show up. But if you keep on stumbling around, being foolish, not seeking wisdom, being prideful, you will see it again.
Yeah, you just brought to mind Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Now, there's that whooping, right? But Tanja just brought that to mind, because foolishness can be bound in us. And y'all, that's what the scriptures talk about, by the way, when it says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, let me, this might be a good place to start next week since it's 8 o'clock and I got to get on my website. Look here, y'all. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, that man who is overtaken in a fault, that man knows he's in a fault. No. Let me go back. He originally knew he was in a fault. But you stay in a fault long enough, that's when you become overtaken in a fault. And to you, it's not a fault. Ooh,
it's your new reality. Yeah.
That's your new reality.
Well, some people would justify it by saying, we all have fault. This is my fault, you have yours, and we all have them.
Well, that's true. We do all have faults. And by the way, y'all, when James, in James 5, when he talks about confessing our faults, that's what he means. We need to start talking about our faults. Not doing what we do. Brothers and sisters, I've sinned, repent of my sins. I told the group that we're doing some leadership training. I told the group, when you go and tell somebody you've sinned, guess what? They already know. Am I right? For all have sinned. You ain't said nothing.
So are you talking more testimony?
I'm sorry?
Are you talking about them telling their testimony?
I'm talking them telling their fault. James says, confess your faults one to another. And we need to We need to do that. And if we did that, that would take the pressure off of somebody who already knows I'm in a fault. Ooh, that's deep right there. That would take the pressure off of those folks that know I'm in a fault, Chris. Now they ain't got to tell me because I told them I'm in a fault.
And now you got your support system.
There you, ooh, look here. That's where we ought to be. Tangent, what you got to say?
That's really good. That absolutely does take the pressure off. And that's why we're supposed to share with each other. I use people as my confessors all the time. I'm going to tell you, I got this struggle, and if it's just verbalizing it might help me decide, I know I have no business doing this. So I'm going to use you as my confessional right now and pray for me, that I stop it.
And did y'all miss it with the whole confessing your faults? You know what those faults are? Truth. Woo! Time is up for the call, y'all. We got to go. But hey, y'all think about that. This thing went
on that fault right quick.
Yo.
All right, there's a group of brothers that in the meeting they was talking about sharing their faults and strengthening one another, and so all the brothers was sharing their fault, and one brother confessed that he had a adulterous relationship, and then the next brother spoke after him, confessed his fault and said his fault is that he can't keep nothing that he hear. He can't wait to go and tell the sister's husband.
Yeah, Lord.
Oh my goodness.
My Lord. Anyway, y'all, this has been, I'm telling you, boy, I have been taken up to the top of the mountain tonight. This has been a wonderful discussion. I didn't realize it was going to get this deep. And I thank you all for helping me to get to the top of the mountain. Boy, this was good tonight. I mean, they're always good, but something about tonight, I don't know. Kind of like that song, something about Sunday morning. I might go listen to that before I get on my website. Hey, God bless y'all. God keep y'all. I'm going to sign off now. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all next week. Alicia, thank you for co-hosting. And William, I'm sorry, I've never thanked you for co-hosting. But I appreciate you, bro.
You can just add it onto my check.
Okay, then.
There you
All
go.
right, that'll work.
There you go, William.
Good night. God bless y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.